On the back roads where the alligators crawl in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost.
What up, Triple T? This is Tim. I'm back again with another Triple T video. So if you're new to the channel, go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever we do a video over here on Triple T. Because remember, this is not my channel. This is your channel, and I'll tell you that every single day. Alright, Triple T, y'all know the deal. Sit back, relax, strap your boots on, and enjoy the ride, because we're going to jump up in it. Now, y'all know that we've been rocking over here with Outlaw Nation and New Breed and Jesse Howard for a very, very long time. What I'm going to show you today is the very first video, or very first interview we did with New Breed before he was teamed up with Jesse Howard. And this was on October 29th of 2020. It's myself, Big D, Mikey D615, and New Breed. Now, I must warn you, this is when we very first started doing interviews. So we were inexperienced, our equipment was not that good, and the audio sucked. My videos are still not that good, but they're a lot better than what they were. Just saying. But New Breed came on to the show, and he agreed to sit down, live stream, and chop it up with us. That interview lasted for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Now, you're not going to see all 3 hours and 20 minutes a day, but I am breaking it up. Like between 15 to 20 minute clips throughout the week, so you can get an idea of what the first interview was like with New Breed. So, stay tuned, because there's going to be a video every day until we get through the whole interview, and it's a lengthy one. So make sure you watch the video all the way through, get your family and friends do the same, and you can see how we linked up with Outlaw Nation and New Breed from the beginning. Hope you all enjoy this interview. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. So make sure you watch this all the way through. This is Tim with your Triple T reaction. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, I just wish, I know if she meets anybody like how I used to be, I'm gonna hate them.
Yo, yeah. And I think that's kind of God's way of having fun with us, to get back at us. Like, oh yeah, you remember how you used to be a hellion? Well, guess what? I'm gonna give you a daughter now.
But she's not gonna like me at that age, man. I'm telling you, because I can't deal with it, man. I know how dudes are, and I know how I was. And
oh yeah, we was all there.
I know how if I used to go around a girl's dad, I put it on the front. And I'm gonna think about that every time this dude, you know, if she brings some guy over, hey dad, this is so and so, I'm gonna be like, no matter how nice he is, I know this is a front, man. And I just don't want him around me. That's how maybe I'll chill out a little bit later.
No, you won't. You won't. You won't.
Okay, good.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Trust me. It does.
Yeah, when we was kids, we always told their parents, we just friends.
Boy.
Well, she does got 4 big brothers though. So my 3
good.
sons and Brandy's son Levi is all her big brothers, and she has a big sister Kylie. So hopefully, you know, everybody looks out for her.
Well, that's like my sister. She's got 5 brothers, and trust me, all her boyfriends call hair.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So, you ain't gotta worry about that. They're gonna have you. They're gonna have your sticks on that part.
Oh, another thing, I try to remember some things you guys brought up on some live feed. I know I keep going in and out the door, but every time I think about going outside, I remember it's kind of cold out. And anyway, on one of those reaction videos you did, you asked me about the Eagles hat.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not like the Eagles. I did that for Brandy because she's a diehard Eagles fan. She's from Philly. I don't like to say that, but she's from Philly. That's where she was born at. She wasn't there long before she moved to Florida, but I try to forget that part.
Now, Brandy's your wife, right?
Not Philly. I mean, she's from Jersey.
What part of Jersey?
Hold on. Hey, Brandy, what part of Jersey are you from? Mount Holly?
Okay, I grew up in Pemberton, South Jersey, over by Fort Dix.
I don't know nothing about it. I've never been there before, but I know that's where she's from, and they like the Eagles there. So she had that hat laying around. I was out of hats to wear. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear this hat today. And I know a lot of people's probably going to say something about being the Eagles, but the hat looked pretty cool.
Hell yeah. That's the first thing I noticed.
Well, I'm actually I'm more of a fan of certain players instead of teams because I grew up in Lakeland, which is right by Tampa, and my whole childhood Tampa was the worst ever. Although when they do good, you know, I'm not one of them bandwagon people, but when they do good, I'm happy, and when they do bad, I'm like, oh, that's normal. So they're doing pretty good this year, and so Tampa's like my favorite team, but I don't really have a favorite team. I just have a favorite player. Same thing with basketball. Ever since Jordan retired, I don't really care who's who no more. I just like certain players. I don't like LeBron at all, and
Heck yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that.
But
So,
I mean, I used to like the Steelers a lot, and I mean they're not bad. I just don't like Roethlisberger too much. But I used to like Cordell Stewart back in the day, if you remember him. Number 10.
Slash was trash.
Nah, I mean he was excited. He was like the first dynamic quarterback like that could run, throw, all that stuff before the Michael Vicks and all that was Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart couldn't even come out the huddle without tripping over his own 2 feet. He was trash.
Okay, well he might have beginner's luck then because his rookie year he was really good.
Yeah, that's the only thing. After that, he went straight down.
Kind of like RG3, whatever.
RG3?
Yeah, it's kind of like him.
Yeah.
His rookie year, he was awesome too. Cam Newton as well, he was good. There's some guys like that come out. There's some guys that just suck the whole time. Like what's that? Ryan Leaf or whatever came out and sucked like never, and he was highly picked.
Well, look at Nick Foles, the MVP for the year that the Eagles
Listen,
won the Super Bowl.
that's why I stopped liking the Eagles.
Sucked.
He
sucked.
I thought he was the perfect quarterback for the Eagles though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Prior to that Super Bowl game, because my whole family is Eagles fans, except for me and one other brother, right?
Right.
And my little brother, we were having a conversation. I said, dude, you have a better chance of Nick Foles becoming MVP as the Eagles win the Super Bowl this year before that'll ever happen. And damn sure the Eagles won and Nick Foles became MVP.
But I thought he was a good Eagles quarterback. He had some good games that season, or not that season, season before, and then they replaced him the next season for some reason. Then he ended up winning the Super Bowl for him. Then they got rid of him. I think if anybody wins you a Super Bowl, you don't get rid of him. That's just how I feel about it.
Right.
I agree.
And now they're paying for it.
Mm-hmm. So do you have any like, I know you just came out with new music of Changes and Why You Lying, but do you have any other newer projects in the works?
I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, kind of overwhelmed right now with music because I have so much going on. Usually I'm ahead of everybody and I'm waiting on everybody, but I have this song Appetite for Destruction. I just recorded that, finished it yesterday. I want to go fix a few pieces on it before I send it off and get mixed and mastered. That's a song about a girl fighting addiction. She's talking back and forth with the devil. The devil's in her ear trying to get her to keep going, but she wants to stop. And you're caught up in the middle of it all, and you can't do nothing for her. You can only love her, but there's nothing you can do besides that because I've been in the situation so many times before. That's how I wrote the song with these females up until I met Brandy. And it was a very hard thing to go through. And anyways, it talks about her having an appetite for destruction. You know, there's nothing you can do for her. You just try to be there for her, things like that, until you finally just can't take no more. And you have to just move on. I got that song. Then I got, what's this other song, man? 2 8 Balls in a Bottle of Jack, which is a song I did a long time ago, about 15 years ago. I wrote it in the middle of all my craziness. And it's talking about, you know, you just got out of jail. The judge tells you that you're way off track, and now you're about to go back to jail. And you're just going to get wasted one last time before you have to go because you ain't got nothing else to look forward to. That's what the song's about. And I don't I wrote the song so people could see the mindset that you think of when you're in that mindset and how it's not good for you. Because I talk about losing my wife in it and give the kids all my love and everything. So it's kind of like you're saying a bad message, but at the same time, you're telling them why it's a bad message and what you had to go through for choosing that route. So people might take it the wrong way and be like, oh, you're telling people they should get wasted. No, I'm not, because I'm saying that I was so down and out at that moment that's how I felt. But look what I lost because of it. So that's what the song says. I got that, and I got this one called Copycats. It's brand new. I just came up with it the other night out of the blue. Recorded the whole thing right there on the spot. Got it all done. Today I actually recorded a song for a truck company called M&M Customs in Pulaski, Tennessee. That's where I got my rims and tires for my truck, and they give me a pretty good discount as long as I would make them a song and do a little video. So we're gonna do a video shoot for it tomorrow. But I just finished that today, and I didn't even write that song down. I freestyled the whole thing, and don't take it wrong, I didn't freestyle from beginning to end, but I come up with a couple lines in my head, hit record, then stop, and then like okay, got it. Put another couple lines down. So I just did that whole thing through without even writing that one. It's pretty easy, and it's a really good song actually. But let's see. I got a song called "Talking." Right. I just got the beat sent to me this morning. I already had the song wrote, but I sent this guy Eddie Robinson. He does all my beats, so all the stuff you guys have been hearing, the majority of it is from Eddie Robinson, except for changes I made myself. All the guitar you hear on most of the songs I play myself, and I send it over to him, and he'll add the beats to it or any piano or sounds to it. But like changes, I did that whole thing, the beat, everything myself. Cold Day in Hell, same thing. I did the beat, the guitar, all that myself. But the talking song, I had that idea and I sent it to him. He sent me back the beat. I got it. I got to record it maybe tonight when I get home, or maybe in the morning. No, I got too much to do tomorrow. But anyway, I got a bunch of songs, man. I can't even remember all the songs I'm working on right now. So it's the 2/8 balls. What's Copycats? And the Copycats is about people copying everybody's style, man. All you turn when you listen, okay, even in the underground stuff, you'll hear rappers rapping about the same thing: mud holes, big trucks, all this other stuff. A lot of people that ain't even country. Now me, I carry myself a little bit different. I'm really from the country. Like I'm from the swamps in Florida, and I live up here in these mountains in Tennessee. But I spent most of my childhood in the woods. No one could even find me most of my childhood. If they wanted to give me a shot for school, they'd have to come find me in the woods somewhere, because that's where I spend all my time at. But I don't really dress like that, and a lot of the reason for that is it's gonna sound crazy, but abuse I went through with a lot of my mom's boyfriends and stuff. They all wore, the Wranglers and the cowboy boots and cowboy hats and stuff like that. And they used to beat me to death, basically. I never wanted to be around those people no more when I was little. I wanted to get out there and go as far away as I could, and I did. And I lived in the hood, and I lived everywhere, and I've been around everybody. Finally, I kind of I resented those people that I grew up around from where I was from, because of how they treated me. No one stuck up for me. I thought everybody was country and everybody had, values and dignity. But the way they let me get treated, and the people that did it to me, I just wanted to get away from there and not be like that. And I had to go out and do different things in life, be different places, be around different people, and learn who I was, and come back to what and not be ashamed of the upbringing I had or whatever, and use it as a way to grow and to become a better person. And now I feel more comfortable within myself, being myself and who I am, instead of be out there running still and trying to live a crazy life and run from who I really am and what I stand for and all that.
Do you like to collaborate with other artists, or do you prefer to work strictly alone?
It just depends on who the artist is, what they stand for. If it's someone that has hunger, real passion for the music, someone that's been trying for a long time. If it's someone that just started rapping yesterday because they was riding in the back of the truck, and they just thought of some fishing song because they were like, oh man, something that don't even matter. They don't have no passion or love. It ain't part of them. Then I really could care less to do a song with that person. But if it's someone that loves, this music, and if it's a song that means something, I don't mind doing it with somebody. But other than that, I don't really look to do features. I did a whole album with Walt Lamb. I was going to do a whole album with Justin Carter. Justin Carter passed away. We did 3 songs together. Some of my favorite songs ever. Walt Lamb, me and him did a whole album. We just have a hard time getting up together and stuff, and I need lots of stuff played on guitar sometimes so I can keep it going. And he's real busy in his life and can't, like do all the things that I need to get done and everything. And I think he wanted to go be a solo artist, but they say if something's not broke, don't fix it. We had 3 videos over 1 million views on our first album. No one hardly ever does that. And right. He's had a big change in his life. He went through a split up, then he met someone else, got married and stuff like that. And then that just kind of like consumed his time and things. And a lot of people ask me, why don't y'all do music together? Yada, yada, yada. Well, he has a whole new life now. And I told him already, anything you put out or any videos, I'll share it on my page. Always like, just like before, try to help you out the best I can. But it's just, we can't find the time. And I can't get him free up too much to do much. And that's why I started learning to play the guitar, to be real with you. I couldn't get Walt, to come around sometimes to put the guitar on these tracks and things. So Walt taught me a few chords a few times when I was around. I know like 4 chords. I just don't know exactly what they are when I'm playing them. I just memorized chords. So I just play the ones I memorized and don't know what they are too much. But I play those and then I just go off there. It's like kind of like a tree. You just start with the main chord and you just branch out. And that's what I've been doing and learning how to. I've only been playing guitar a few months and everybody's like, oh man, you make up all these songs on guitar. Well, I don't really know too much what I'm doing. I just go by sound and I make sure I'm playing the right chords. I can't play no one else's music. Some people say that the Changes song sounds like Leonard Skinner's Simple Man.
That's exactly what I was going to say when I heard that.
Yeah, so when I make up these songs, I don't have no nothing to go by to make it up. I just make them up. And when I put it out there, people started saying that. So I went and looked at a tutorial video on how to play that song. Well, it's played totally different. I mean, it's kind of the same chords, but the way they play it is different. So if you ask me to play that song for you right now, by them, I couldn't play it because I don't know how to play it. I don't even remember how to play my song Changes on guitar. I have to go back and look at the video to watch my fingers and I'm like, oh shit, that's how I did it. But right now, at this moment, I don't know how to do it. And I always told myself, well, what if someone asks you to play it on the spot? How are you going to know how to play that song? I was like, I'm going to have to go back and watch the video and see how I did it. That's one of the only ones I can't remember how I played the guitar in. It Changes.
Well, would you ever consider doing music with, like, say, Savannah Dexter, since she's from Florida?
You said what I want to?
Would you ever consider it?
Probably wouldn't. Not that I don't think
would or wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't. Not that I don't think that she's good or anything like that, but it's just she just popped out there and started doing real good music and making a lot of numbers and stuff. And if I was to try to get her on a song right now, it would look like I was just trying to be a clout chaser and I don't want to do nothing like that. And I don't have no need for it, really. A lot of people that want to do something like that is because they are clout chasing. They're like, oh, man, I want to get this girl on a song, and they're going to try their hardest to do it and try to get their numbers up and stuff. But I don't have no song for a female right now anyways. But I have wrote for female many times in my life. But right now I don't have nothing for female, not even the feature that I can think of right now to have a female on there. So it's no need to do it. But there's some artists that I do look up to and that I would do a track with. I'm just not hungry to do a bunch of features with a whole bunch of people. I got to prove myself and get past this level I'm at now, which I'm at a pretty good level, but I need to just keep moving.
Prove yourself? What the hell you need to prove?
Some of these guys got really big fan base, and I know I got a lot of music and a lot of good music, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I mean, I'm proud to say I got a lot of good music, but they're doing something different. They have a bigger fan base and doing bigger numbers, and that's fine. And like I said, if I don't make it music, I made it in life, and I stand by that. But I do think I could go further, and I'm still trying to go further now as we speak, and I'm going to make it happen no matter what. It's going to happen.
What if you done a song with like Big Poe? Say y'all about to put out about the same numbers. Now, would you do somebody like with Big Poe or something? And he's from Florida or Louisiana?
Yeah, he's from Louisiana.
I wouldn't do it. Maybe back in the day when I was first trying to get it, in the game a little bit or something, I might have did that. We actually talked about it one time, but it never fell through. And now at this point, I just have my reasons for certain artists that I just wouldn't work with a lot of artists. Nothing bad towards him. Well, I mean, yeah, I just you can name off 100 of them right now. I'd probably tell you, no, I probably wouldn't do that. It's just no point in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't want to, a lot of people do features to try to get some of their fan base. If they hear your name and his song, I don't care about none of that. I'm going to build my fan base up. But there are certain people that could actually help your career. Now, you're talking about putting food on the table is totally different. So I got kids to feed and stuff. So if it was like, if Upchurch, wanted to do a track, and this is if he wanted to do a track with me, I'm not going to go out and ask anybody, like, hey, please, can you do this for me? Please, 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 please. The far as I'll go is to be like, hey, can you share something for me? Just so, just let some of these people that don't know about me know about me. I would pay them actually to share, like him or Adam Calhoun or someone that would share one of my videos or something. I would pay them to do that. But Some guys, if it would help benefit to be able to take care of my family better, then yes, I would do it. But some like Big Poe and these other guys, it's just nothing towards them or anything like that. But it's just I don't know them like that. And the same thing with the other guys. But like I say, that's a difference. A league you're talking about where you can actually put food on your table that way. These other guys, I don't know them personally too well, and I don't just do songs to anybody. So if it ain't put food on the table, then it ain't really worth it. To be, and then you got to split numbers up and stuff on all your sales and everything like that. It just gets to be a headache, and I don't feel like doing all that. I'm just trying to survive as it is. I'm not buddy with none of these guys. I might have done shows. Like I said, I did like 5 shows at Upchurch. Never even took a picture with him, but I did learn by being around him that he was a pretty cool dude. He stands for what he believes in, and it's like overall was a good person. I felt the vibe that I get these vibes around people and stuff. I felt like he was a good person and he had good intentions and everything. So I think he's a good dude, and I have no issues or nothing like that. And it's like Jelly Roll, man, it's probably the best artist out there to me. As far as the rapping, the singing, the sound of his voice, just it's just a certain sound, a feeling. Like he does music kind of like I feel like I do music. Like you can feel his songs, you don't just hear them.
Right.
Like Upchurch is a good artist and things, but it's a different feeling you get if you want to listen to one of Jelly Roll's heartfelt songs and then you listen to an Upchurch song. It's 2 different feelings. Like one is just hype you up and stuff, and a feel good song. Okay, yeah, and you feel badass and everything. And the other one really have you feeling, like you lived it.
Right. You feel your soul in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Well, look, I said this the other day on Kindness for Weakness, and you said it was a bold statement, and it probably pissed a lot of people off when I said it. Now, that song's 5 years old, but I don't think there's a song that came out this year that's better than that song right now.
Man, that means a lot.
And I'm being for real, because that thing went hard from the first sound to the last beat. That damn thing gave me a freaking migraine.
Man, I believed in that song the whole time. See, I put out this song called Home. I don't know if you guys heard of Home yet.
No.
But I put out the song called Home and opened a lot of doors for me. Before the song Home came out in 2015, the most views I had on any song I ever made was 400. And that's because I didn't know how to use none of this stuff. Like I said, I've been living a crazy life, man. I fell off for a long time. Still had all my music, but I never really showed no one like that. I just put it online. I used to sit at home thinking that some record executive was going to come to my door one day and be like, man, we heard your stuff. And now that I came this far in music, I see how far I actually was then. Like to even think something crazy like that, like to a lot of new artists, there's nobody going to come to your door and be like, hey, sign this contract. We heard you. You're amazing. Dude, you got to do so much. Now I look back like, man, I was light years away back then. And I used to just think that for real, that someone was going to come to my house or someone's going to see me at a show and they're just going to be like, man, you're it. It's far from it. Like people say I got a good voice. Like I write my songs real good. I got a good story. And they say I have a good image and all this stuff they say. And still, you don't, like me, my numbers, like you've been wondering how come my numbers are so low. And
right.
Like, I don't know why either, but it's because I don't hang out with certain people that can make my numbers higher by hanging out with them, because I feel like that's using somebody and being fake. If you're hanging around an artist because you want to get their numbers, you're saying, oh, that's awesome. Everything they do, you're laughing at all their jokes and all that stuff. That just makes you fake. If I don't know you personally, I'm not going to chase you around and be your buddy and, hey, you want me to hand you this? Let me give you that. Oh, you need me to help you set up stage? I don't care. Like, what's that benefit me by doing all that? So I'm not out here chasing these guys trying to get their big numbers. If they come across my music and think it's good and they, ask me, hey, you want to do a tracker, which probably won't happen. But if they did, then I'd probably do it then, because I feel like I've been recognized then. I didn't have to sucker my way into it and have to suck up the people and all that. So that's just but I forgot. I got off track of what you originally asked me, if you remember what it was. I'll get back to that.
I don't remember either.
On the back roads where the